Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to come to you this morning and talk to you a little bit about death. We received news last night that my husband's grandmother passed away. And while we were expecting her death, we knew it was coming. It still doesn't make it easy. So, whether you're expecting it or it's not expected, death is hard. I'm not going to lie, it's hard. It made me think about some things, and I wanted to bring them to you and just get you to thinking a little bit about death. But in death, there is a responsibility. There's a responsibility on the person who has passed away, who has died, and then there's a responsibility to the loved ones, their friends and family that the deceased left behind. And let me tell you what I mean by that. So, the responsibility for the one that has passed away is to leave a legacy behind for their family and their friends. To have led a life that was in the will of God. To have lived a life that was purposed by God. And I'm not talking about money. I'm not talking about material things. I'm not talking about insurance policies. I'm talking about something that you can leave that is in the inside of your friends and families, an impact that you have left behind that's internal, that they can take with them and make possibly good decisions, better decisions in their life, to live up to your legacy, to be Christians, good stewards over those things that God has given them, to be workers in their church and in their community. That's the legacy. That's the responsibility of the person who has died. And then the responsibility of the people that they leave behind is to take what they have learned from the deceased and build upon that. Just don't let it die. That's why it needs to be something internal that the deceased has left with you. It is up to the people that they leave behind to continue that legacy, to live a good Christian life as they did. So we all have a responsibility in death. I attended the funeral of the mother of our church last week. Her name was Miss Essie Davis, and I smiled just thinking about her. She would have been 94 years old on the 21st of this month of April. She was born in 1923. So I'm always in awe of our elders because just the history that they have lived and the things that they have seen and been a part of. So I'm always wanting to be around, even since I was a little girl, always wanting to be around my elders just to gain knowledge and wisdom. But I thought about Miss Essie's life, and number one, her life as a Christian. Number two, her life as a woman. And number three, her life as a black woman. Just the things that she's seen, that she heard, that she endured is just fascinating to me. But she was a good woman, a good woman. And as I sat there at her funeral last week, I was just so filled up. I couldn't stop crying because of her life, that's the impact that she had on me. I used to love seeing her at church and get so excited about Christ, about God, because I knew that she loved God. And so that made me happy because without a shadow of a doubt, I know where she's at now. So I was just so happy and filled up. And it made me think about my life, and when I die, I want someone to feel the exact same way that at my funeral that I felt at Miss Essie's funeral. So we have a responsibility, people. We have a responsibility to leave a legacy to our family, to our children, to our loved ones, to this community. And for the ones that we leave behind, you have a responsibility to continue that legacy, to be impactful. It's a big responsibility. But I'm telling you, if you love God and if you serve God and if are in the will of God, you will make a difference in someone's life. So my question to you today is, what legacy are you leaving behind? What legacy are you leaving behind? Because I'm going to tell you now, money, material things, it's going to go away. They're going to spend that up. But what they can't um, spend where there's a zero balance is what you left behind inside and how you treated people and the life that you live. They'll never forget those things about you. That'll never run out. When everything else is gone, that would always be there. So I ask you to pray for my husband and his family as they mourn the matriarch of their family. And even though I believe she was 91 years old, and I'm glad that I had the pleasure of being in her presence. And even though she suffered from dementia, she was a beautiful woman, very tall, and just a beautiful woman. And I'm glad I had the pleasure of meeting her. But pray for my husband and his family, and just think about what I said. What legacy are you leaving behind? Are you holding up your end of the responsibility in death? Have a great day. Love you all. Live with purpose. Bye.